This is RuskyEd, and this is lesson number 0 on Russian nouns. Remember, 0 comes before 1.
You want to learn Russian, but you think it's too tough, too confusing, and all that stuff. Funny-looking letters, what's that you said? It's time to learn Russian with RuskyEd.
What you just saw during the introductory song were all 33 letters of the Russian alphabet. And here they are again, only now you see all 33 at one time. Now, if you're an English speaker and this is the first time you've seen the Russian alphabet, you will probably be saying to yourself that there are some weird things going on. Not only will it be necessary for you to learn the Russian alphabet, but you will also have to learn the Russian keyboard layout. And that is a little bit tricky too, because the letters are all moved around, except for the C, which of course is the Russian S, and that one happens to be in the same place. But one way or the other, it is important to learn the Russian keyboard, so that you can keyboard, you type your little Russian words in as you're learning them. Helps a lot, okay? So put some effort into that. And the lesson that accompanies this video has a little drill to help you out in learning the Russian keyboard, so make sure you pay attention to it. And now for a few Russian words just to kind of whet your appetite for the entire language. The first word that we're going to talk about is azbuka, which is a word which means alphabet. Very appropriate for this lesson on the alphabet. And so azbuka means alphabet. But it's not that simple. There's another word in Russian which means alphabet, and that word would be alphavit. Alphavit is also a word in Russian which means alphabet. And of course, the Russian word for word is slova. So every time you learn a word in Russian, you can keep in mind that you learned a new slova. And then there's the Russian word for letter, as in a letter in the alphabet. And that word would be bukva. Bukva, the Russian word for letter, as in letter in the alphabet. And finally, one other word that I will introduce to you in this lesson is yazyk, which is the Russian word for language, and it also happens to mean tongue. Phrases. RuskyEd has 2 phrases for you in this lesson number 0 on Russian nouns. And those phrases would be, first of all, Ruski alphavit, which of course is a way of saying Russian alphabet. And the other phrase is Ruski yazyk, which of course is a way of saying Russian language. Ruski yazyk. And this has been RuskyEd with lesson number 0 on Russian nouns. It is now time to sign off since we have reached the end of the lesson, and I will sign off by bidding you a fond farewell. До свидания!
It's time to learn Russian with RuskyEd.